for x to be greater than y, it has to be greater than 90 degrees. So if it's greater than 90 degrees, y is in the range of 0 to 90. It doesn't include 90 really. So it's y is given the range of 0 to 90 degrees, right? That'll be the range because, well, it doesn't include 90 because you know it can't be 90. So it'll be the first quadrant for sure. But if x is less than 90 degrees, in which case y will be greater than x, sorry. In which case y will be greater than x. We see that the highest amount of y, the highest amount of value y can take is 180, in which case it will be sine of 0. So the lowest value of sine of any angle here is 0. It can never be negative by that thorough analysis. Hopefully it's thorough enough. But you see it's always positive. It can be in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant, in which case sine is always positive for both of them. So if I bring out the negative, I have negative 180 plus y. That'll be y minus 180, right? 1, 2. Right, so that'll be y minus 180. And we know sine is an odd function, and that's equal to minus sine minus sine y minus 180. And you can argue, but you can't be negative now, can it? Well, that's true. But see, if y is a small number, smaller than 180, if y is, let's assume the highest number for y, which is 180, this whole thing is 0. Y cannot be anything more than 180. So y's ranges from 0 to 180, right? So if y is a number smaller than 180, you have a negative number here. And if you bring out that negative outside, it does negative sign. So sine x can be that. Waste any more space. For cosine, okay, one important thing I have to say is, since supplementary angles are within the first and the second quadrant, sine of any supplementary angle has to be positive. Since it's the cases between 0 and 180, tan and cosine will for sure be negative. So cosine x is equal to, I think I'm wasting too much time here, is equal to 180 minus 1. And if you bring the negative outside, we have minus y minus 180, right? So this is true. And we know cosine is an even function, so this is equal to cosine y minus 180, in which case it's going to be a negative number. And for tan x is equal to okay, so this is going to be equal to negative 10 y minus 180, and it's going to be negative for sure. Okay, so that's about supplementary angles. See, it's not too hard. Next thing is, I don't know if I can do that today. I really wasted so much time doing the examples. So let's do it like this. Next time, I will go over What time is it? What time is it? I don't know. Should I? Let me just go through just one of it, and then I'll call it okay for today. Straight line. That's the best straight line I've ever drawn in my life, even though it's curved. I think you don't have to start. This is why I don't like doing examples. They waste so much of my time. Double angle identity. It's as trivial as it sounds. Double angle identity. See, we know that cosine. We're going back to how we did sum and difference of angles. So the idea of double angle identities is we're trying to use what we know from sum and difference of angles to sum angles that are the same thing. Angles of, let's say, sine x. So we're trying to sum sine x twice. So we're doing sine x plus x. That's double angle identity. If it's half angle identity, we're trying to find half of a single angle. So you see the correlation between half angle identities and double angle identities. So for double angle identities, we're trying to find one angle, but we'll split the angle into two. So we use the sum and difference. We use sum and difference of functions, sum and difference of angles to find the whole angle, given that they're split into two equal halves. Okay, this one, double angle identity, is trying to find 2 times an angle, given a whole angle. If you given the whole angle, what's twice of that angle going to be? So yeah, I'm actually thinking. Well, no, let me just go straight to the point. Talk too much, man. I talk too much. Okay, so we know cosine. You can write all this boring stuff down again. Cosine. Let me use x plus y is equal to cosine x. Am I writing too small? That's a bit small. Minus. You know what? We'll just do plus or minus. Plus or minus sin x sin y. And plus or minus hopefully you remember that. So if y equal x, so we have cosine x plus x. I'm sorry if I'm going to rush over this quickly because I've taken so much time. I'll just derive for both of them, and when I derive for both of them, I'll continue from where I stopped next time. I don't know where next time is going to be. Hopefully, it's next week Sunday. I think Sunday is actually convenient for me these days. You know, I said I was going to do it on Friday, but sorry, I didn't. Sunday. I just like Sundays because I don't do anything on Sunday. That's equal to x plus x, which is the. Okay, I'm thinking of how many scenarios I can actually have in my head, but well, it's gonna waste my time. Hopefully, I'm able to share those scenarios with you next time. So that's equal to cosine x times cosine x minus sin x times sin x, right? This is equal to, well, if you have the same thing multiplied twice, it's square of them. So we have cosine squared x minus sin squared x. And that's equal to cosine 2x. X plus x is 2x. So simple math, right? But we're not done. We can simplify this further. We know cosine squared x is equal to 1 minus sine squared x. And sine squared x, sorry I'm cold, I have a bit of running feet. Well, I'm cold. 1 minus cosine squared x. So we're going to substitute cosine squared x here, so we're going to have everything in terms of sine. So cosine 2x is equal to 1 minus sine squared x. Remember that. Minus sine squared x. So cosine 2x is equal to 1 minus 2 sine squared x. I'm trying not to waste too much time, but if you change this to cosine, you have, if you change this to cosine, so you have minus cosine, so that'll be plus. So we have cos 2x is equal to 2 cosine squared x is equal to 1 minus 1. Is it? So minus 1. So this is actually, these two are the same thing. For sine, we have that sine x plus x, or sine 2x, is equal to sine x cos x plus sine x cos x. So if you have two things multiplied and the same thing twice, it's literally the same thing. And that's equal to 2 sine x cos x. And that's equal to sine 2x. I'm really sorry I had to rush this for you guys. This will climax the video for today. I just wasted too much time on the question of 1 minus sine theta and 1 plus sine theta. Really sorry, but hopefully you get the point of the meat of today as well. I didn't actually cook the meat properly. That's a metaphor for rushing this. But this is what we're trying to do. So we're trying to use this. We can think of a double angle as a half angle. That's what I was thinking of before. And how many ways can you do? It's not necessary that you have two angles. Okay? If you have two angles, I'm trying to think of a general form. It's not necessary that you have two angles and they're equally split, because that's not even interesting, because if they're equally split, you already know what it is, right? Well, for the sake of nice formulas and nice equations, just take it to be x plus x. So you can have a whole quantity that's sliced into a third and 2/3. Well, what's that then? So you have 1/3 of x plus 2/3 of x. No, I think I'll do that later on. But this is just for half a double quantity. So that climaxes our video for today. So next time I will go over it, do this one properly, do for tan as well, and then I will talk about the unit circle. Literally that's everything we have to do in trigonometry, and that will be all. And then we'll move to coordinate geometry. After that, the binomial series, because there's a difference. Well, there's no big difference. Well, one is implicit in one. Move to complex numbers, and then we proceed, step by step. And yeah, I promise I won't ramble this often. Thank you. Bye. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Hopefully you do like it. Hopefully it's helped you in some way. So yeah, tell people about it. People that need, people that are interested in math. Really. Yeah. So that will be all for today. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share. Share is the most important one. I need to see more views. Thank you. Bye.